Hello, everybody. This is week 4. Everything's going well. Um, really, there's not a lot to report for this week as I've been doing a lot of sitting in on trainings in the placement where I'm currently at. Um, this week, I sat in 2 trainings. It was a LGBTQ training, and basically, what it is this is a training that caters toward to the lesbian and gay population that currently is a big issue with the county of Los Angeles here, where I live. And apparently, what happened is that many years ago there was a couple of homes that would take gay and lesbian minors, but the county closed them down because of budget. So now what they're trying to do is these organizations are getting together and are certifying people to work with this population. And these trainings are basically just informative to us what kind of resources it's out there to provide to the population. Um, it was very cool. I really enjoyed the 3 hours that I sat through this training. The other one that I was in, it was mostly about actually mandated reporting. I mean, it's funny, but it was, and it was geared towards that. A lot of it was basically, what's our role as mandated reporters? How do we report an incident? What's reportable? What's not? I mean, it was pretty much also very informative. In the placement this week, I saw my cases, my clients, I should say. Everything went well. I've been working alongside with them. Um, I've been monitoring visits for them, completing notes, and I'm learning how to write reports. Another component that I'm learning how to do is basically it's called the SAFE training, and that right there is when the agency certifies a home. For the most part, it's basically going into the home, doing the assessment for the families and whatnot. Um, I really enjoy that actually because it's like almost like writing a story. I didn't do it so well the first time because I'm just learning, but the next week I'm actually going to be doing some of the gathering of the data. And the way it goes is they have a scale, and it's just a checkoff list. You just interview the participant, which is the potential foster parent, and you check off the boxes, and you try to identify certain areas of weakness, strengths. Um, for the most part, you end up with a 3-page report of the family's status and where they stand. Um, and I think the reason why the agency does this is because they want to make sure that if they ever get too close to an adoption, that this family is capable of adopting the minor and also caring for them, and they don't depend on just the reimbursement that they get on a month basis of the minor's money. But also they want to make sure that the family is stable enough to provide and for this child. That was actually pretty interesting. Like I said, I've only done one checklist, which is not a big deal. And the other end, I mean, everything else is going well. I mean, I'm really enjoying my placement. I'm actually also doing a little work with mental health, getting to know some of their codes and whatnot. And it's just very different than foster care because you're working with a lot of coding and a lot of DSM. So also I'm getting familiarizing myself with DSM-5, and which I actually really like. Um, but that's neither here nor there because I do that on my some free time if I have. Supervision is going well. I'm actually discussing. I have it on Fridays. My supervision, and we discuss a lot of my cases, a lot of the jargon, a lot of the situations that happen. For the most part, there was one incident where one of the parents came into my visit. I was monitoring a visit, and he started talking about the case in Spanish. I picked up on it. I told the supervisor that he was talking about the father, the birth father, was talking about uh, making false promises basically to the child, and I stopped it and I took him to the side and I explained the rules that he had signed. He didn't want to obey. He said, "No, I can do whatever I want." So he was kindly asked to leave. He didn't actually, but he cursed me in Spanish. But oh well, that's just the nature of the beast. It really didn't bother me. It just kind of I thought he looked really dumb doing it. I was just trying to be professional. But anyways, that was it for this week. Everything is going well. I hope everything's going well for you guys. See you next week.